Okay guys, yes. The proverbial Best of Indy Awards. Let's see, where to begin. Hello Captain. Hello Unc Smith. So you'd like me to recall the time that the Primates won the Best of Indy Award, would you? Oh, let's see. It was 1986, I think, or perhaps 1987. Indianapolis Monthly Magazine had run a contest of sorts for the Best of Indianapolis. Best of Indy, they called it. Best chicken cacciatore, best chili, best brownies, best everything, even music. We didn't even know we had been nominated. But the Primates had received Best of Indy Award for Best Alternative Band. Phil Lawless really took it to heart. He rented a giant limousine for the entire band to be escorted to the Columbia Club. Upon arrival, we were informed there was 111 restaurants had catered the event, and there was also a free and open bar. All of the Primates went straight to the bar, except for me, of course. When given the choice between alcohol or food, it was a no-brainer. I went straight for the chicken cacciatore, I did. But Rapper and Phil and Ricky and Lumpy, well, they went straight to the bar for about 45 minutes or so. Upon exiting the bar, they walked over to the food stands. And I remember Rapper looking down at the chicken cacciatore and thinking, oh, I'd like to have some of that. He looked around. No utensils were available. So what's he do? Sticks his old phalanges in the chicken cacciatore, he does. Pulls out a giant hunk of chicken and puts it straight into his mouth. I remember the look of the face of the vendor of that chicken cacciatore stand. They was not very pleased with Rapper's behavior. Anyway, back to the event. Everyone in Indy was there. Mayor Hudnut, Debbie Knox, Mike Ahern, Paul Mahan's, I believe, brother, who was the state representative. It was at the Columbia Club down at the Circle. We had never seen anything like it before. Everyone there was dressed in three-piece suits and tuxedos and such. But the Primates, of course, we were wearing the traditional biker garb, you know, black leather jackets and such. Oh, yes. I remember when Mike Ahern walked into the room. I say, hey, Mike. And he thought I was saying, yay, Mike. But it was like, hey, Mike. And he looks over, thank you. Thank you. We ran into Bob and Tom. I remember talking to the little one, Bob. He seemed to be a nice bloke. But that other character, I was wearing a Harvard t-shirt that night, and he said, did you go to Harvard? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, no way. I recall a big circle had formed around Mayor Hudnut, and all of the elite of Indianapolis were all gathered about, listening to him rant his little rants. Lumpy and I thought maybe we should elbow into the crowd and perhaps partake in the conversation. As we walked up to the circle and edged our way in, we noticed that the entire circle slowly receded away. He acted like he didn't even know us. We noticed that the mayor's circle was moving away from us. So slowly but surely we edge our way back into the circle. This same process was repeated 3, possibly 4 times. Oh yes, and then finally the big moment arrived. The announcing of the award. I remember State Representative Mahon was at the podium, and then Mayor Hudnut came up and announced best alternative band in Indy, Primates, and runner-up Jot. We quickly came onto the stage, all drunk as monkeys, upon which Ricky, with a brilliant flash of insight, says, "Human Pyramid," at which time our band forms the bass, and Jot on top too. He formed the giant human pyramid, which must have been 7 or 8 feet high. Later that evening, up on the news, they did a little recap of the event. I remember the only footage shown was that pyramid. It was freaking crazy, it was. Oh yes, but it's one of those flash bulb memories, embedded forever within my consciousness. No matter how many times I shower and how hot of water or soap I might use, I will never be able to scrub the memory of that night off. Memories may be beautiful and then what's too painful to remember about the way we were? Could it be it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? And if we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? See you, Captain. See you, Uncle Smith. Night-night.